time for the Candlepin Challenge on CNA, brought to you in conjunction with the International Candlepin Bowling Association. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the Woburn Bowlerdrome. John Holt with Dan Murphy, and a special run of shows begins today. The next 4 shows, it's back, our Youth Challenge.
That's right. The format will be the same. We'll have a challengers match of 1 game and then a championship match of 2 games. But that'll be the same, but it's just going to be the youth. There'll be no prize money involved as far as bonus money for the kids.
We do have trophies, though, and jackets for everybody.
Beautiful
Should be
jackets.
very competitive. 3 competitors today, just like normal. There's a challengers match, and then the winner of that advances to take on who we have deemed our champ based on his roll-off score. That is David Godwin. He is here in the middle as you look at the 3 bowlers today. On the left, Elsie Ayuri, and then Christopher Jones on the right. Those are the 3 talented bowlers. They all have earned the right to be here.
Absolutely. We're looking for a great match.
And it starts next. Trina is with us. We'll get to Trina as we get rolling with the bowling, but stay tuned. The Candlepin Challenge is next on CNA. Welcome back to Woburn. All set for our Youth Challenge today. You look at the challengers. The winner to advance to take on David Godwin, but the best roll-off score. Christopher Jones to go first. It's a 1-game challengers match. That format remains the same. Get ready for some good bowling.
Little off the head pin to the right, but leaves himself the 4 horsemen plus the 3 and the 5. Oh, that close to a spare.
Just the 7-up for Chris. High school student from Hingham, Massachusetts.
That'll be a 9 box.
Starts with the 9, average of 103. These are some talented bowlers. And we'll do this week and for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks for this segment of the Youth Challenge. Take a break from our regulars. We'll see them down the line. John Zappia, the reigning champ.
Four, 7, 8 triangle left for Chris. And 17 for his first 2 boxes. Get rid of some of the butterflies, I'm sure. Now LC.
All set for Carlos Ayuri. Goes by the nickname LC. He's from Hanson, Massachusetts. On the head pin,
Right
dropped
in.
7.
Right in the 1-2 pocket. Leaves himself the 5, 7, and 8.
Gets the 7. Just like our regular bowlers, these guys outfitted in our new look this year. And he'll have an 8 box to open with. We use lanes 35 and 36 here at the Bowlerdrome. Gonna clear a little wood out of the channel. And here we go, a 2nd box for Carlos. That one takes out 6, leaves the head pin.
It's the 1, 6, 10, and the 8 pin in the back row. Difficult spare for LC. Just missing that head pin. And it's a 7.
An 8 and a 7. Early 2-pin advantage for Chris Jones. He steps in again.
Light head pin.
Long ball.
This is our first strike in the match. First mark, I should say.
A strike in the 3rd for Chris. 2nd look.
Just barely touches the head pin. Good sidewall action for the 4, and then finally the 2 pin.
First part of his fill got him just 2, though, on the half Worcester right. 2nd ball will count towards that as well. picks up 5 more. Total of 7 on the fill after the strike in the third.
Chris attends Hingham High, has an average of 103, and there you see why. Almost made a terrific 10.
Boxes 3 and 4 now for LC. We will again have our Strike Challenge audience participation segment between games 1 and 2 of the championship match. That won't change. Some withdrawn out of the audience. Whoa, they keep going.
They're going to go! Oh, terrific. Matching strikes.
A dramatic development as they kept going. Take a look at the replay. Yeah, one more.
Oh, I'm looking at the replay and getting excited again. 7 fill on the
This is live action now here.
How long have I been doing this? I'm looking at the monitor. I think it's another one going down. Oh, I don't think I'll live that one down for a while. 41, 2-pin advantage for Chris Jones, and he'll get up for his 5th and 6th frames. I really knew that. I was just kidding with you guys.
Sure.
Again, half whisker to the right for Chris. Oh, he almost converts that for a spare.
Only the 10 left. $52. Each bowler with a mark to their credit. Matching strikes in the third, and boy, was LC's ever so dramatic. Takes out 3. Give him 7 more. 59 through 6 for Chris Jones.
Failed to mention the opening of the show, each bowler will be receiving a savings bond as well, depending on where they finish. That is a legitimate strike right there. The 1-2 pocket, tripping that 6-pin. Great ball by LC.
Quickly over to 36. Takes out 6. Do they happen to show a replay, Dan? It's a replay. Well, we're going to avoid the replay so we don't confuse you. Temporarily banned replays to avoid Murphy confusion.
Oh, my. That's enough ammunition for you guys for the next 6 months.
LC's in good shape. 68 to 59. Up by some 9 pins. 4 boxes to go. Back to Chris.
Chris answers back, drops 9 with just the 7-pin.
Gets the wood, but not the 7.
This ball wants to break from right to left, which is a normal for a right-hander. That time it just a little too much speed. That time he put a little more lift on it. Got the 10 box.
Chris will likely need a mark over these final 3 to.
And there it is, a strike.
Oh, 10! A strike in the 8th.
Could have easily been a double. He had, lane 35, he drops 9, left at 7. You see a replay of that strike. I got it down now, John. LC off the head pin, leaves the 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. Good try there on the second ball for the spare. Leaves himself the 3 and the 5.
We'll have a big fill ball coming up, of course, for Chris in the 9th, but right now this is a very even match. reset things. LC working in the 8 opposite the strike.
Right on the head pin. Spread eagle minus the 10 pin. So as John was saying, this match is going to be very, very close now.
Gets one more. This ball's going to be important. Every pin crucial because of the match is so tight. At 7.
Well, Chris working on a strike, needs 6 to tie. Anything more than 6, he'll take the lead back. Good looking ball there. You know, he actually got a bad break where the wood swung around and knocked out the 3 pin. So instead of the triangle, he leaves himself the 5 and the 6. And try that piece of wood looking at him. Ew, a great spare on strike. Thought he would have to catch the front one, but just enough to have that back piece of wood come off.
That got him 9 on the fill. This is last ball. Strike, spare, and then a 9 box to finish up with. LC now with some work to do over the final 2. And he starts by taking out 9. Chance here looking at the 6.
Really needs this. Oh, not quite.
Is a 9 in the 9th. Gets him to 94. Nine again. A lot of wood to consider as he targets that 7.
Not going down without a fight. Well, he can't catch him, but he can make it really respectable. He picked up that 6 pin the last box. It would have been a different story, but most he can get is a 114, and Chris Jones already in at 117. But a great showing by both bowlers. Terrific bowling.
That's 6 more. So Chris Jones is going to win it. We're going to double check the numbers, be back to deliver them to you, and move on to our championship match right after this. Back in Woburn for the championship match, the 2-game championship match. And up first, David Godwin. He had the high score in the roll-off, so he had the luxury of having a bye in that challengers round, and he will take on Chris Jones, who you just saw win. 117-110, the final numbers in his victory. And here we go with David. These 4 horsemen left.
David comes in with quite a resume and quite a reputation of one of the really great, outstanding young bowlers, and now you see why. He cleans up the 4 horsemen.
A lot of mustard on his ball. Wow, my. What an opening statement in the first 2 boxes from David Godwin.
You see the replay of that, no doubt about that strike.
Chris misses to the right. Got just 1 pin. Back on the head pin. Drop 5 more. 9 box for Chris.
Light hit, but sometimes that's good. Drop 7. Unfortunately, it's the 6-10 in the right and the 7-pin in the left-hand corner. But a couple pieces of wood, as you can see, that he can use there, and he might have a shot at this. Now, had to have the front piece to give himself any chance. Yeah, might have done it. 10 bucks.
9 and a 10, total of 19 for Chris. Back to David, strike in the first, rather spare in the first, strike in the second. What will he do in the third? Good healthy average of 125.
Four horsemen left plus the 9-pin for David. Trying to go 3 marks in a row.
7 stays up. 2 and 7. Got them both. Not leaving any pins. Spare strike, 10 bucks. Looking for a second consecutive strike on 36, nearly got it.
David averages 125. Does his bowling out of the Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts.
That would prove to be a big obstacle.
The final roll-off was held at the Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Mass.
58 through 4 for David Godwin. Chris now, though, a little easier this time around. Opposite 2 open frames, so they are 10 boxes.
Boy, broke that one right into the 1-3 pocket. And not an easy spare leave in the 4-5-7.
Right up the opening.
He tried to catch a little bit of the 4-pin, have it come off the wall into the 7 and hopefully the 5, but
Chris looking for his first mark of his championship match.
Another ball right in the pocket. Wants the 5 to go, and it does. Will it take the 7?
See if he can push that wood straight back.
Nicely done. His first mark of the match.
Spare in the 4th for Chris Jones. A reminder coming up between games 1 and 2 of this championship match, your audience participation strike challenge. And this week it's Kevin Bacon. Straight out of Hollywood, Kevin Bacon. No, it's not that Kevin Bacon, but we still want you to stick around. $275 up for grabs. The jackpot has been growing.
David's looking at the 4-7-6 piece. A couple pieces of wood he's going to use out front. Yes, nicely done.
Showing some skill beyond his years, picking that spare up.
Just catches enough of that wood. Everything comes off the right sidewall. Finally clears out the 4-pin. His 3rd mark in 5 boxes. 2 spares and a strike.
6-10, 2-4.
And try to split the 2 and the 4. All
81 now.
All the bowlers will receive nice, handsome trophies from Paramount Industries. Great supporter of the show, Bob Perella. well as those nice looking jackets.
So the fill got Chris just 2. He's going to need to maximize those fill opportunities when he gets them opposite such a talented bowler. 8 box to 47.
Well, boy, had a few of those today, right and left, half Worcesters.
He's going to be the mayor of Worcester soon enough. We're going to step aside our first break here in the championship match. David Godwin off to a great start. More bowling after this. Game 1, 6 boxes in the championship match. It's a 26-pin advantage for David Godwin as he goes now in the 7th.
David has 81 through 6 boxes, and Chris Jones 55 through 6. Game 1 of a 2-game match.
2 spares and a strike for David so far. One, 3, and then the 7 and the 8 in the back row. David had a terrific start. Spared than a strike, 1 and 2.
That gives him 90 through 7. Having a little scoreboard issue here, folks, so we'll keep you up to date. It's 90 through 7 boxes for David Godwin. And so far, everything I've heard about this young man is true.
Looking at the 1 and the 3 again. Left the head pin. That's 2 9s to 99. That's the score for David through 8 complete on his end of things. Chris now 7 and 8.
There's the ball he wanted.
Making a move to get back in it.
There's a replay of that strike. He'd love a double strike. That would put him right back in it in a hurry. That close to 1. Oh, my. And he's got to come up high in this wood. It's got to be above the red line, I think. Just enough to catch it. Spear on strike. Climbs back to within 15, actually 14 plus this ball on the spare. Just right on the red line was enough to carry that 5-pin. That pin was half over.
Yes.
Let's take a look at that. I think it's the 4 pin. Let's see. Yeah, the 4 slid over, got nudged again, and refused to go down until that second ball. 109 plus this ball. David drops 8. Gives him 117 through 9 boxes. Looking at the 5-9 to go 2 spares at the end.
And he'll get a bonus ball out of it. He's over his 125 average. That's 8 more.
And a 135. Terrific game by Dave Godwin.
Let's see what Chris can do.
Working on a spare. And he's right back in the pocket. Big 9, Phil. These guys are going at it.
No bonus money this week, but if this were the adults, he'd have a chance. And he'd walk away with it. 3 marks in a row.
Off the head pin, but he drops 9.
A little tricky for the right-hander, just the 10. Let's see if he can do it.
Oh,
Yes!
terrific. 4 in a row. That was a really difficult shot because he had 2 pieces of wood in the gutter next to that 10 pin. If he hit any one of those, it wouldn't have counted. So that was a terrific shot. He's at 123 in a ball.
And he was down 26 after 6 when we took the break. Wow. That's 6 more. Now just 6 off David Godwin's lead. What a first game. 135, 129. Back with game 2 after this.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Kevin Bacon, our lucky audience member. And Kevin, where are you from?
Monson.
Monson, Massachusetts. Now,
Yes.
any relation to the other Kevin Bacon?
Not really. I wish I was, though.
Well, maybe there's not quite the 6 degrees of separation, and you're going to get $275 if
Well,
you hit a strike.
I hope so.
All right. Good luck to you, Kevin.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, we're all set. Kevin Bacon going for the $275.
Takes his practice slide. Everything seems to be in order. Oh, he's going to check it one more time. I don't blame him. 275 big ones.
There he goes. That gets him 7. And he'll have a chance for a spare. That'll win him $50 if he can pull it off.
1, 8, and 9. Can he convert? Oh, too bad. Well, he's going to get at least $7. Let's see if he pick up a couple more. Make it 7.
$7 for Kevin Bacon. More like bacon bits than the full $275, but he'll take it. Gets the t-shirt. Glad to have him on the show. And we're ready to resume our championship match here in the Youth Challenge. Boy, was it a terrific first game, too. With David Godwin taking that 135, 129 edge. Chris Jones will go first, down 6 pins to start game 2.
Right back in the pocket. Boy, Jones. Chris is in a zone right now.
He's coming off 4 marks in a row to finish that first game. 5 in a row. He's down 26 pins after 6 boxes game 1 and just stormed back to get right back in it.
Maybe 6. 6.5. No, 6. 4 horsemen to the right. Can he make it 7 marks in a row going back to that first game?
Another
he
one.
does. Unbelievable. What an exhibition by Chris Jones. 6 marks in a row.
Now to David.
Did I
As
say
the-
7 in a row, John? Oh, I'm watching the replay again. I just
Replay is another one.
oh, not to be outdone. David come right back with a strike.
It's a shootout worthy of the Wild Wild West, folks.
Boy, that was a quick strike, too.
I was just about to say David has the lead, but not the momentum. But he grabbed it right back.
He did.
Now to 36, his second box game, too.
Oh, and answers with a double strike. Mercy. Oh, those pins are not safe down there. There's a replay of that second strike. Tripping the 5 pin. So he answers with marks, but double strikes.
Chris now looking for his 7th in a row.
3, 5, 6, 10 with a 7-pin. Be a difficult spare. The streak stops at 6. Oh, disappointing 6 with 37 after 3.
Four horsemen left. 1, 2, 4, 7. No triple strike pull for the kids, but boy, these guys have stated their case for some good bowlers.
Just looking at the 2 and the 4.
Couple of open boxes. Now Mr. Godwin looking for his 3rd strike in a row. What a way to open game 2.
You see his average, terrific average. Just 4.
A 7. His lead in the game at just 7 right now. 1 in this game, rather. 7 overall. Opposite an open box in the 4th. Spread eagle.
So both bowlers open with a flurry of a couple marks each. Now they'll both be open 2 in a row.
Matches the 9 box from Chris Jones. Overall lead at 16 pins as we head to box 5.
I don't like that piece of wood next to the head pin.
Missed everything. Big 6th box for Chris now.
I get some help in between there. Cluster of 4 pins on the center of the line. Got a piece of wood in between. Just catch that head pin. .62 with that 6 box for the 3rd game. He's going to need some marks going down the stretch. And if he can finish like he did the 1st game, finish with strike and 3 consecutive spares. Looks like he gets below the red line. The ball could take the 7 pin and the wood take the 6. Oh, the ball came down. Came on top of the 7 pin, but a great shot by David Godwin. Watch the ball fly up, and it comes down on top of the 7 pin.
Here's his fill in the 6th and a chance to really extend his lead. In a big way, too, with a 9. What a big issue.
Yeah, I could place it to the left there. That wood will help him. Yeah, nicely done. Avoided the one that was tricky out in front.
4 marks through his first 6 boxes. David Godwin in great shape The stretch run when we come back on CNA. Welcome back to Woburn. David Godwin in good shape as we go down the stretch. Final 4 boxes.
Yes, don't forget, next week, December 10th, that's our next taping session. A lot of things can happen. You could be drawn out as one of our audience participation, but you could see one of the hottest adult bowlers. We have the youth today, and they're hot, but next week we'll be taping shows for the adults, and John Zappi has to be the hottest thing going, and to tie Det Klein's record of 8 in a row next week. So come on down, 9 o'clock.
7 and counting for John Zappi. That's next week, December 10th. Chris Jones, box 7.
He really needs a finish like he had that first game. He just refuses to give up.
Down 29. That's the fill ball Dave's going to have. Is Chris heading into the 7th. Here's the first mark, the spare, and the 7.
Oh, that was a good ball. He had no break at all going in. He leaves himself the 2, 4, 7, and the 10. But a little better break than that.
Seven box. Not a David. 4 marks over his first 6. In the middle of a little run, consecutive spares, and shooting for 3 in a row.
Six fill on the spare gives him 91 through the 6th frame, and a nice spare leaf set up here with the 2, 4, 6, 10 with a piece of wood that's going to help him. And that's just like it was tied together. That's 3 in a row for him. Nicely done. Both bowlers, talented young bowlers. Boy. Sure, when they turn of age, we'll see them on the adult show. Look at this. 5-pin. And it looks to me, no, now it's blocked by those 2 pieces of wood. Difficult spot for those 2 pieces of wood to be. Blocking his shot at the 5-pin. He's got to have something come off the wall.
Open in the 8th, but well on his way to a victory.
120 through 8.
His overall lead at 41 pins, as you can see. Chris now to finish 9 and 10. 4 horsemen right minus that 6.
And again, I don't like a piece of wood like that, resting against the head pin in the 3. Ball took out the 10 pin. Good shot. Very nicely done by Chris Jones. Oh. Just 3.
Chance to add 2 more pins here with his final ball. .107 in game 2 gives him a total of 236.
Oh, he averages 103, I believe. Well over his average. Bowled terrific, but he's just against a powerhouse today. And David Godwin. Say Godwin, yes. Who's going to win now?
Second half of his last name, apropos.
Oh, wow. Nice 10 box. 265 already, John, with the 1 box to go. Terrific 2-game total.
And more. He's going to post a 2-game total that a lot of adults would be very proud of.
That's for sure. Here's the replay of that last strike.
Well done by both of these youth bowlers. David Godwin wins this one by 46. Back to wrap it up from Woburn right after this. Back for the wrap-up on CN8, and David Godwin just was terrific in that championship match, as was Chris Jones.
Absolutely. He could have rolled over. He's 26 spins down and came back with 4 in a row, but David was not going to be denied today.
We'll speak with David in just a minute, but first, Trina standing by with the runner-ups. Trina.
Hello, welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Elsie Ayuri and Chris Jones. And Elsie, great job today. Everybody's a winner. Elsie, actually, you get this fantastic trophy and a $50 savings bond for being on the show today. How does that feel?
Okay.
You excited?
Well, yes, I was excited.
Fun to be on the show.
Well, yes, it's fun to be on that show.
Were you nervous?
No, I wasn't nervous.
No?
I was just okay. But my first time I was here.
Well, you did a great job for the first time. We're so glad you were here. And now we're going to talk to Chris. Chris, excellent job out there today. You actually get this lovely trophy as well and a $75 savings bond. How did you feel?
It was fun. Good time bowling. Crowd was good. And I did the best I could.
Well, I think the best you could was pretty darn good.
Yeah, I had a good string going.
You did. You did. You had some tough competition out there, David.
Yeah, he bowled wicked good. And he put them together real nice.
You did. But you both bowled incredibly well, and we're all really proud of you. Over to you, John.
Trina, thank you. David Godwin, our champ, he's wearing the jacket. All the kids get jackets. He's got the Champions Trophy, and you get a $100 savings bond. And, of course, you come back next week. You bowled so well, but you had a great opponent in Chris.
Yeah, he's doing a good ball, I was doing a good ball, too, but it all came down in the end, and he was still, I'm not getting any breaks, but, it's all how the pit works and stuff, you know what I mean?
Well done on your part.
When I was growing up, I was pretty good too, But I'm glad I'm not your age right now. John Zappi, move over. Huh? Will you see you on one of the adult shows someday?
I hope so. I'll definitely be coming out sometime next year. I'll try roll-offs and stuff.
Great exhibition today.
Well, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
All right, I'll see you next week.
That'll do it for week 1 of the Youth Challenge. We'll see you next week right here on CN8.